right. I know all you ladies are going, man, I didn't know Ron was such a good dancer, huh? Anyway, we've got an awesome morning in store for you guys today. It is going to be a party. So you've already noticed out on the patio, we got lots going on. I'm going to explain kind of what's going on out there a little bit later. But right now, the most important thing I think we need to know as a church, that one of the ways we can worship God is by singing songs and praising Him. But I think another way we worship God is by telling stories about what God has done and just getting excited about that. So we've got lots of testimonies and pictures and videos. And so as you hear those today, I encourage you to do that as worship and to praise God as we hear this. So right now I've invited Eduardo to come up with us. And Eduardo has been coming to down to the ranch with us for like 6 years now, something like that.
Yeah.
And so I've asked him just to share a little bit about how God has been working in his life. But I think before we get there, why don't you just explain a little bit how you got roped into this whole shenanigans?
All right, let's see. Well, if I remember, I was in middle school, and my mom came in, and Nate and his wife were like, hey, we have this new trip, Mexico trip. You should have your son come. And Mom was like, yeah, he'll go, he'll translate. And I'm just standing there like, whoa, what about me? Like, I'm the one that's going, So that's how I got involved in it.
Right, yeah. So we rope men young. And so you've been going down there. You probably started when you were 12 years old, something like that. Now you're a young adult getting ready for college. So how has this trip really shaped you as a follower of Jesus?
This trip has really helped me a lot as a person. It's built my character. I used to be very shy as a kid, but going through this trip, I was forced into situations where I had to speak in front of big groups in a different language. So, it was that much harder. But it also really helped me find a passion for mission trips and being a missionary.
Yeah. I don't know if any of you in here were with us on some of those first years with Eduardo, but, he was kind of in the shadow of Julia, one of our other translators. And he, at first, just really took words from English and made them Spanish or vice versa. That was kind of the extent of what Eduardo would do. And it's been so awesome to watch really this last year as he goes down and he is the pastor for those kids. They look at Eduardo and they see a young man of God who teaches with compassion and conviction. And so kind of on that, what's one way you feel like you've really gotten to experience God use you through these trips?
Throughout all the years, I really felt almost like a bridge, between two different languages, being able to help the amigos and the niños communicate, talk about God, talk about anything. But also, I really feel like I'm almost like an older brother to these niños, a lot of them don't have older brothers. So, it's just a good feeling.
That's cool. And this trip works a little bit. For any of us who've been down there, we know that it's not really a one-sided deal. It's not us going down there with the gospel and all the answers, but it really is kind of a give and take. So what's been some ways that maybe these kids have actually encouraged you back as you go down to share and serve?
Every time I go down there, the niños are just super happy. These niños have gone through some hard stuff, and it really encourages me to just be thankful and be happy. Be thankful for what I have. These niños don't have much, but they still manage to keep a smile up and still manage to, stay happy.
That's cool. And, I think, as you're kind of thinking about your future and really what God's taught you and really kind of as a congregation, as a church, what is it that you feel like God has taught you that you want to have change your life and you want for the rest of us to get to experience also?
Like I just said, one thing is to be thankful for what you have. But another thing that it's really helped me figure out within myself is that joy doesn't come from, making my life better, but from helping these niños or helping whoever it is make their lives better. That's true joy.
That's cool. Let's give Eduardo a huge round of applause, huh? Thanks, Eduardo.